for a limited time, $1 gets you full access to all the automotive industry news and content CBTnews.com has to offer. CBT News. Subscribe today. Welcome to CBT News with Bridget Fitzpatrick.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thank you so much for joining us. Today on Inside Automotive, we're joined by LG Bright, Northwood's Automotive Aftermarket and Management Chair, and Patrick Janes, Senior Director of Strategic Planning for vAuto. But first, here are today's top stories. On May 22nd, Ford presented its case to Wall Street by outlining the specifics of its plan to build millions of EVs while expanding its traditional operations. The automaker stated that it's maintaining its guidance for 2023 and revealed a series of new deals for the supply of lithium products. Ford also went into greater detail about its profit expectations for each of its main business units. For 2024 model year, Ford expects to build 500,000 vehicles equipped with hands-free Blue Cruise technology. According to the Kelley Blue Book Brand Watch report for the first quarter, hybrid vehicles continue to be more popular among buyers despite the significant attention paid to EVs and their new tax advantages. The report compares a brand or model to its competitors in the industry based on a dozen parameters that are crucial to a consumer's purchasing decision. Toyota dominates the list for the top electric models considered by buyers. Results showed that the RAV4 Hybrid held the top spot, the Highlander held the third position, and the redesigned Prius held the number 6 spot. In other EV news, while some areas charge little to nothing in fees to utilize their charging stations, a dealership in Lansing, Michigan has opted for fees that can make charging more expensive than filling up. Williams Hyundai in Lansing charges $1 per minute to use its Level 3 ChargePoint chargers. The vice president of Williams Hyundai stated it costs $150,000 to have these chargers installed, and without access to millions of dollars of state funding that are going towards public chargers, dealerships don't get any of it. Wrapping up our coverage, a judge has dismissed a proposed class action lawsuit against Elon Musk, which claimed he cheated Twitter shareholders numerous times in the past year. Plaintiff William Herezniak was denied legal standing by U.S. District Judge Charles Breyer in San Francisco because his lawsuit focused on, quote, wrongs associated with Musk's takeover rather than its fairness. Since then, Twitter has struggled to sustain ad income, with some advertisers concerned that losing content controls may cause their advertising to be connected with hate speech or other, quote, wrong messages. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next is LG Bright, Northwood's Automotive Aftermarket and Management Chair, and Patrick Janes, Senior Director of Strategic Planning for vAuto. We'll be right back.
Delivering the news dealers count on for 10 years. Subscribe today and join thousands of other automotive professionals. CBT News, 10 years strong.
On today's Inside Automotive, we're joined in studio by Northwood's Automotive Aftermarket and Management Chair, LG Bright, and Senior Director of Strategic Planning for vAuto, Patrick Janes. Take a look.
We built out a curriculum on behalf of Cox Automotive around really inventory management.
Okay.
And what's cool about the curriculum is we talk about the metrics and all the things that the data that you have to take in order to make a good inventory management decision.
Sure.
Pricing, appraisal, et cetera, merchandising cars, and all that's built in the lecture series. But what I think is really unique to what we've done, and it's really unique in for what LG's done with the curriculum, is we have a lab feature as well. So the students actually log into our software after they've heard the lecture. And so I've taught them theoretically how they should price or appraise a car. Then that same week, they log in and actually use the software to take a VIN and price the car and look at the market.
That's pretty cool.
And make a decision. So they're actually learning skills that could take quite some time as a dealership employee to understand how to interpret all this information and do something. And they're coming out of college being able to sit behind a desk and work deals.
That is very impressive because as you know, kids that come out of college, and they get into the auto industry, they're scratching their head for the first year. How do you do this? Why do you do that? How does that work? What does this work? You almost have to take another associate for the next year and say, okay, here, train that person. Yeah, they're a college graduate and went to a good school, but Northwood really focuses their energy so much on this automotive sector, which I know a number of dealers and dealer groups and friends of mine are very thankful for that, and also are graduates of the school. So talk to us about that, LG. I mean, you guys prepare them for success from day one.
We do. And we say we want you to start on your major from day one.
Yeah.
The automotive students are going through cohort style.
Mm-hmm.
They're going through an intro class that talks about the history and culture,
Okay.
Variable operations, fixed operations. They're going to be AFIP certified, but they start on their major from day one, and many of them take the opportunity in the summer. An internship is part of the curriculum, but many of them will do 3, one after freshman, sophomore, and junior year, go to different groups across the country, large dealer groups,
Right.
Hendricks, Penske, Rohrman, number 1 Cochran,
Yeah.
and take advantage of what they're learning in the classroom, and then work with a general manager, used car
Right.
manager, service manager, and it just enhances that education. So
Yeah.
we're very fortunate to not only have a great alumni base out there, but people that'll come in the class. Ryan LaFontaine will,
Yeah.
not only take a number of interns during the summer, but
That's
he's
great.
also teaching in the classroom.
All right, be sure to watch this interview in its entirety right here at cbtnews.com. That wraps up our show for today, but we invite you to join us back here again tomorrow morning for all the latest news and trends impacting the retail automotive industry. And be sure to follow us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content. Join the #1 most watched newscast in the automotive industry. CBT News. Subscribe today.